Nigeria 2, Cameroon nil. Nigeria advanced to the quarterfinals after Ademola Lookman scores a brace as Nigeria once again keep a clean sheet and they advance to the last eight as they face Angola next in the AFCON competition. This is your match reaction. Nigeria versus Cameroon 2-0. Let's get right into it. Baonu my people, Orokumini Najib Talks Ball, and we are back with another match reaction as part of the Super Eagles campaign to win the AFCON title. Today we're just going to be doing the usual, talking about how the game went, talking about my man of the match, talking about the manager, and talking about the next game against Angola. So let's get into it. Enough with how the game went, and straight away in the first 15 minutes, Semi Ajayi had the ball in the back of the net, and unluckily it was actually ruled out for offside, but it did take quite a while. It took like 4 or 5 minutes. Everyone thought it was a goal. Then VAR did rightly rule out the goal, but that really set the precedent for the game. Nigeria were the team on top. Yes, Cameroon had most of the ball, but it was Nigeria really that was threatening with the ball, especially when they got the ball down the line. Victor Osimhen was working the defenders, he was running channels, he was linking up the play, and it was something that Nigeria needed. Victor Osimhen, who in this campaign he has been quite poor with only one goal, even though he didn't score yesterday. I thought he was superb from the first minute to the 90th minute, and for me that means he is my player of the match. Yeah, so let's talk about the first goal, and it came from Victor Osimhen's relentless press. He was doing that all night. He got the ball off the Cameroon centre back. It was a 2-on-1. He played it to Lookman. Lookman had an open goal. He shot. The keeper almost saved it, to be fair, on Doha. He got a good hand to it, but he couldn't keep it out. And that really allowed Nigeria to build that platform. And it was 1-0 going into the break, and the manager would have been very happy. Pesero, who has been under pressure, not only for this campaign, but even when they failed to qualify for the World Cup and the first two warm-up games for the AFCON, he was really under pressure. But like this tournament, his tactics have been spot on, and like especially the last 3 games, he's deployed a 3-4-3, and defensively, Troost Ekong, Semi Ajayi, Calvin Bassey were top. Aina was very good once again. For me, he's been one of the most consistent performers. And Sunusi was okay. I feel like he could improve, but again, that back five, back three was very strong into the second half. And like to be honest, it was the same pattern really. Like Cameroon did have the ball, but they weren't creating. In the whole game, they had 0 shots on target. And that's props to Nigeria. Like the whole team, the attack was pressing. The midfield was very compact. Onyeka, it will be like the 2-man in midfield. Sometimes Aina and Sunusi would help out, but that back line and the keeper were very strong. Nobali, Troost Ekong, Ajayi, Bassi, that four right in front of there, if they can keep them 4 fit, then I feel like Nigeria can go all the way. But then in the 80th minute, that hope almost diminished with Nobali getting injured by Nkudu. He went to claim the cross, and I thought Nkudu literally like clattered into him like that. And then he got taken off of the stretcher. I think his shoulder, there was something wrong with his shoulder. And the former number one came on Uzoho, but he's been poor not only in the qualifier games where he made 2 mistakes, but even in like the friendlies when there will be like an international break, he's been poor too. So Nigeria fans online, they were quite worried, especially when Cameroon brought on Vincent Abubakar, who last tournament I'm pretty sure knocked out Nigeria. So it was very tense last 10 minutes, but luckily in the 90th minute, it was nice play. Lookman played it to Iwobi, who played it to Bassi, who was playing left wing back at the time. Bassi with a beautiful ball to Lookman. Lookman first time. Ondoa once again got a hand to it, but the ball went in and Lookman left with a brace. And the game ended and the fans were celebrating, the players were celebrating. And to be honest, it was a well-deserved victory. As I said before, Cameroon had 0 shots on target. That Nigeria defense allowed the attackers to play they wanted to. And yeah, the attack was decent today, but Victor Osimhen said in the post-match that he still thinks the attack hasn't clicked. So once they're getting more fluid chances, then you will be seeing Victor Osimhen hopefully getting more goals, because last night was a proper striker's performance, all-round performance. The only thing was missing was a goal. Now let's talk about Jose Peseiro. Before the match, he was questioned about his style of play, but again, he proved his doubters wrong. That 3-4-3, that 5-2-3 at times, it was really compact, really solid. No chances were left open. The players he picked for the position were spot on. And even the subs that he made at the right times, I feel like were very good subs. And to be honest, Nigeria can go all the way. And I think he can sense it, especially their side of the bracket. If they can beat Angola, then they have Morocco. Angola, they will be favourites. Against Morocco, I feel like it will be a 50-50. But Nigeria can really win it. Victor Osimhen is starting to look better. Moses Simon, after a first poor game, is looking better and better. Lookman with a brace. The midfield looks set. Obviously, they're going to have injured players back. They have Yusuf back. I'm pretty sure Ndidi will be back if they make it to the late rounds. And that back line, if they can keep the back three fit and hopefully Nobali is fit, then they really have a strong chance to win the competition. As I said earlier on, Victor Osimhen was my player of the match. And to be honest, it was between him and Lookman and probably one of the centre backs. But after the critics he was receiving, I feel like he really proved himself yesterday. And he's on course to have a good campaign. If you could get 2 or 3 goals, then you never know, he can end it as the AFCON player of the tournament. Anyways, that was my match reaction. My match report is online on Substack, so make sure to go check it out. Go watch my previous videos if you haven't already. It will be somewhere around here. And then, really, that's it, to be honest. I'll be seeing you in the next match reaction, which will be Nigeria versus Angola sometimes next week. Let's hope the Super Eagles can do it. And thank you for watching, and I'm out. Peace.